My sister and I, it's just the two of us, and we grew up on a really rural farm in a neighboring county, and our family was multi-generational. We grew up with our grandmother next door, and we would garden, and we would help plant plants from the ladies down the road or the church ladies that brought free samples by, and we would help put all of that into the ground. And so we grew up with a real appreciation and connection to nature, but it literally wasn't until my first kid came along. This one was in Charlotte, working at a marketing firm. And so that first child comes and I want to return back to living off the land how I grew up. And my parents helped my husband and I to buy this piece of property. And it was literally a family beach trip where we were hanging out with mom and sitting on the beach. And mom looks at this one and says, "What are you gonna do?" And she says, "I'm in Charlotte and I want my own thing, but I don't know." And she looks at me and she goes, "Well, what are you gonna do? You're on a farm and at Clearly and Green Beans." And I said, "I don't know." And there was a moment of pause. She looked back at me and she said, "Where do florists get flowers?" It was our light bulb moment. Yeah. We literally packed up the beach chairs, we went and we got on the internet and we found that this was an untapped section of niche agriculture that was experiencing the beginnings of a resurgence. And it felt very true. And after a few more years of calling my sister in Charlotte, I was able to get her back here. So it feels like it came very full circle from helping my grandmother and her beds to now it's us and my mom and my kids planning on this whole farm.
There have been the best days of my life and the worst days of my life. How's that? Working with family is awesome. I get to see both my daughters, I get to see my grandchildren every single day. Watching the girls just grow as business owners and seeing that growth on a daily basis is a proudful moment for me. You know, our vision statement says it all. Our vision statement is to live a better life through flowers. And we hope people come to the farm and experience a better life, experience getting back to nature and experiencing really beautiful American-grown flowers. And if they can't come to the farm, then we try to put the farm in the box. And so it's not just a generic box of a bouquet of flowers. A piece of us goes in the box. We really try to connect with the people that are receiving the flowers. You know, we just invite people just to come and hang out with us because, one, we think we're pretty cool, but two, the flowers, I mean, it changes every week. One of my favorite things to do is just to walk the farm once a week just to see what's now blooming that wasn't blooming last week and what has already said farewell for the season. So it changes, and so you could come every week and see something different. That to me is living a better life through flowers.
I love having you in my life,
Scree.
It really
Makes you happy?
It just
brightens your days.
every day.
Bundle of joy.
Wonderful things.
Yeah. Everybody has a flower story. You know, we used to pick buttercups when we were kids and take them into mom. It's just such a powerful thing that connects all people together. And I think that, like, in the world we're living in now, that's what we need. We need something super, like, it's benign, and I mean, my God, it's beautiful, and it brings people together, and you literally don't have to agree on anything else, except for the fact that, yeah, I like flowers.
There's a lot of different information out there, but you know what it boils down to is that we thrive being connected to nature. Mm-hmm. And this is one easy way that we can help folks connect with nature. Mm-hmm. And we respond well. You know, there's a reason that we appreciate those bright sunny days after a cold winter. We need that vitamin D. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a reason it feels real good to walk on that freshly cut lawn barefoot. It's that connection to nature. And if we can just help give folks a cracked door to having that, that's what I think our biggest piece of what we are doing here is, and what truly defines us.